Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's Lane here with MetaShackle. Today I want to share a very interesting story with you. If you're a Patreon member, then you've likely seen this story that I posted on May 9th, which says, I'd like to share a recent experience of mine. Now it says, recently I was at a local cemetery in an area where I live, visiting some of my ancestors and known relatives who have passed on. I was sitting in front of my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother's graves. Two people I never had the opportunity to meet, and was paying my respects as I often do. While I sat there, a hawk began calling with that familiar diminuendo, starting with a sharp, loud cry and a gradual decrease in volume. It then flew to the top of a pine tree right next to me and just sat there watching me, repeating the same call. It didn't appear threatened, and I have no idea whether it was a male or a female, but I found the moment fascinating. Then I noticed the moon in the background hanging in the midday sky. It struck me as strange how bright it was considering the time of day. That's when it dawned on me, maybe the universe was trying to tell me something. I've had many unusual experiences like this before, and I couldn't help but wonder if it had anything to do with the coming XRP breakout in May, a moment I've been predicting for the past 5 months and discussing for the past 8 or 9. This especially stood out to me because of the XRP full moon dream I shared on YouTube a few months ago, and the current moon cycle, which is now building toward a full moon on the 12th to the 13th. I don't know what it means, if anything, but it definitely left an impression on me. The picture that you're seeing right here is the original picture that I took on my cell phone that I was referring to. This hawk flew up here and just sat on top of this tree, and I couldn't help but to take the photograph because I noticed that the moon was right here in the background. And this is the picture that I shared with that original post on Patreon. And if you look right here, you can see that the picture was taken on 5/7/25, which was about 5 days before this moon was supposed to be a full moon. And as you can see right here on May 12th was the full moon called a flower moon. So moving into the 13th, that moon that was in the photograph should be a full moon. Well, strangely enough, I went to the exact same spot on the 13th, visiting my ancestors' graves yet again. This time, as I was standing in the same location, there were 2 hawks that came and landed on the tree that was right next to the green tree in the other photograph, which is right here. Just to the left of that, they landed on this dead tree. I now know after looking at this that this is the male because it's a little bit larger, and this is the female. So they're a couple, they're a pair. And just as I went to take the photograph, they flew out of the tree, and when I took the picture, this is the picture that resulted. I didn't really think about it too much until today, but theoretically, since this was the 13th, which you can see the details of the photograph right here, 5/13, there should be a full moon right here in the sky, corresponding with the last photograph. But instead of there being a full moon in the sky has been obscured with clouds. And if we think about what just happened with XRP, as it was likely getting ready to make a move upwards, right before the Annalisa Torres information came out saying that she had rejected the settlement between the SEC and Ripple, which has caused the price to drop as we have been seeing, it dawned on me today looking at this photograph what I was looking at. Because a lot of people refer to XLM as XRP's little brother, or its little sibling. If this bird right here that I saw in the first photograph represents XRP, then its little brother, or little sibling, the smaller one, would represent XLM. And God knows that I believe that XRP and XLM are going to be the 2 most valuable cryptos of all time. Not only that, but rather than sitting on top of a green tree abiding its time all by itself, like XRP was doing in the last photograph, what we now have is XRP and XLM taking flight from a dead tree, which likely represents them escaping the system, at a time when we should be seeing a full moon in the sky, but we can't because it's obscured by the SEC versus Ripple Judge Torres decision, clouds in the sky. And I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but the top of this tree sure looks like a cross right here. That old rugged cross. And even though I took that picture on the 13th and didn't really think about it until today when I was looking at it on my phone, and it dawned on me that classic number everybody describes for XRP being 589, Well, if you look at it, me realizing it today, how those two photographs play into current events regarding XRP, XLM, the full moon, the Torres decision, the clouds in the sky, if you look at the date, it's 5, 1 plus 7 is 8, 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 5 is 9. It's 5, 8, 9. And I've been sitting on that photograph for days and didn't even think about it until today. And then when I looked at it, I realized what I was looking at. Oh, this is so crazy. I don't know why I don't know why God does these things in my life, but the timing is always perfect. Think about what he's telling us right here. Just think about it. So I just wanted to share that with everybody because I think it's highly unlikely, it's highly improbable. There is just no way on earth that that is a coincidence, especially after sharing the first post. It's all tied up now. So I just wanted to share that with everybody, give you something to think about, and give you a little glimpse into my life of strange things that always seem to occur. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.